Man, we're back, guys. All right, let's do this. Got me some coffee. Again, we were trying to keep within our range. Remember, we want to be within our range for the updates for the people that are finishing their quests. We also want to be back at our base by the 1st, before the 1st, ideally, so that we can roll the clock from 30th or the 31st to the 1st, and then do our 14-day jump and our 14-day jump. So this is our last few days to quests before we start doing kingdom improvements. Now, again, I could be doing the Baneful Bog. Matter of fact, we could go to the Verdant Chambers. There is a monster still there that we left behind. I think it's still there, matter of fact. But like I said, I do want to kind of open up some of the map. As you see, we're missing stuff by not doing perception checks, by territory hopping.
Time to get some rest, isn't it?
So we want to kind of keep within that vein. Yes, sure, might as well fight. Cheap XP, probably. Let's see what we got. Miri's on the team, so we should probably actually rank her up here.
I'm there.
What we got here? We got banditos. Conjurer banditos. Oh, I'm all kinds of scared about that. Well, let's do a little speed weapon upgrade this time, so you guys see what that looks like. Remember, it's not haste, so don't get yourself all super excited about it. You need full combat rounds to actually activate it, or to employ the usefulness of it. But since we're getting mugged here, is there anyone nearby around the corners? And since we're clearly going to rest, I don't mind blowing a little bit of extra magical resources their way. Just because, you know, screw these guys. Get that! Take damage! Go, Pupsters. Eat his face off. If you actually think about what your characters are doing... Ooh, there's more in the trees over there. What your characters are actually doing as far as, like, damage and attacks to these guys, some of this shit is kind of sick. Like, you're splashing acid in the face of people. Amiri, come on up this way. We're having dogs eat their faces off. You know, we're basically hacking them apart. This is a bloody-ass game. Sending their undead friends to eat their... is just kind of mean. But, whatever. They pissed me off. Alright. Oh, we got... Oh, someone coming from the side. Look at that. I didn't see them, but here they are. Juby, step sideways. Load this fool up. We'll have Eliza jump this way. Dora, you can go over this way, that way.
Don't hold back!
Mess up that bandito. Liza. Aha. Another conjurer up on the hill. Come on, puppers. We got friends for you to play with. Yeah, I love the movement on those guys.
Yeah.
Oh, and another one. Good lord, they're all over the place. Oh, nice bite. Alright, Amiri, can you finish this fool off?
Down!
Apparently no. You were like right there too, man. That sucks. Proto, you can step up though and splash this fool.
Out of my way!
Take that.
Yes.
Oh, you summoned something. Oh, that's cute. Let's go kill it. Juby. He's got terrible movement on this character. Dora.
This will hurt!
Oh, he's scared now. Oh, she's terrified. I want to throw some fire your way, hon. Take that. Poof. Your dogs are now gone. Oh, that was an opportunity attack if I ever heard one. Yeah. Yep, that fight's over. Let's loot the bodies. What you get for being bandits in my kingdom? We take your shit.
I do what I must.
Take that too. And take this over here. She's a conjurer. She probably got a scroll on her, right? Yeah, she does. And a crossbow. Oh, that's quaint.
Follow if you dare.
I wonder in a D&D setting like this, what it would actually take to be the big bad in the area. I mean, like if you wanted to be a human It's usually how I play the D&D games that I play, tabletop version, or pen and paper version, I should say. I always play a character like, not that I would screw over my team, and that's a terrible way to preface it, but if you were going to play a rogue, let's just face it, you're stealing from your team. You know you are, right? So if I were to play a character, usually how I set him or her up is I decide how best to be the ruler of these lands, how I would take over, or something like that. Probably speaks to my character a little more than it should. Let's do a quick save here and a quick rest here. Since we have an extra teamie, we can actually redo these a little bit better. So she's good at pretty much nothing except for watch, so I might as well let her do that. She's awesome at hunting. We're using rations to speed things up. Juby is great at cooking. She's awesome at the camouflage, and I'm okay at cooking. I got 12 to his 14. Do we want a better cook, or we want a better watch? I don't care about cooking. I'd rather have a better watch. Okay. Oh. Ooh, almost messed up. Back out of here. And you want to go check your spell books. Remember, we messed stuff up in the first place. We want to get stuff back to the way it needs to be. I was okay with those, and I wanted more of them, I'm sure. And if I were to have anything else on here, it would be another shield spell. So we're good. Let's just delete all and start from scratch again. Definitely want to have blur. Definitely want to have mirror image. Definitely want to have corrosive touch. I like the idea of web, and glitter dust on my list. Always some crowd control you want to throw in there. Yes, I could do the gobos. I suppose maybe that's something else to put there. So we'll do the gobos. From here, I like this. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to have a fireball to sling out there and do some damage. But I'm actually kind of okay with that. Because, again, this is for me and her. It lasts for a decent number of minutes. So pretty much a map, or close to it. And we get displacement as well if I need. Yeah, displacement's probably the one I could probably lose for a fireball. Or a haste or a slow. Here, I'm still solid with the Dragon's Breath. We're not even using it right now. Her, she's got all fludged up, so we need to fix her. So Mage Armor for her or any of the two main teammates. From here, let's get a grease spell because those come in handy, and let's get her back on her snowballs because that sounded weirder than it was meant to be. But she's good at ray casting, is my point. Back to level 2. While these are definitely ray spells, she's not her best one. We still like Burning Arc because auto hits auto. Let's get at least 2 Burning Arcs, or Scorching Ray, excuse me. And I do like the idea of blur on her. She has the glitter dust. I have the web spell. I feel that that's okay. From here, we are going to... Oh, I should make a point, though. It's a Burning Arc. Let's do Bone Shaker. She is a necromancer, after all. So any necromancy spells that she has, like Scare, Blindness, Bone Shaker, Pernicious Poison, are decent buffs to her DC checks, if they have DC checks, which this one does, Fortitude save. So this might land and do some considerable damage. She'll do 8d6 of damage to a single target with that. From here, only necromancy spell that's on this list right now, I think, is Vampiric Touch, and that's not a DC check spell, and she's probably never going to use that. See Invis Communal, we got Juby. She don't need it. I do like Greater Magic Weapon for her to buff the teammate, even if it's a +1, it's a +1 bonus to swinging. And we still have Heroism Scrolls, so I don't need to put that here. Haste. We could probably do something fun like slapping a whole person for shits and giggles, or a fireball spell. Stinking Cloud is still an amazing spell, and we do have Delay Poison, so maybe we should have one of those in there. But I do like having displacement in my back pocket, not for her necessarily, but for like the tankers, or a Miri who's subpar. It's a solid choice. I do like the Animate Dead twice, but let's actually get a Bone Shaker, or Shatter, excuse me, in there, because again, she excels at these types of spells. For the DC check, there's no DC check for Animate Dead, it's just awesome. And this one does 15d6 damage max. Right now she's doing 10d6 at least, maybe 11d6 if I have mage tattoos on her. I'm not sure I do. But that's a solid upgrade for her. Auto hit move, and remember, even if they make the check, half damage and they're fatigued, so it has a benefit. So a solid upgrade. Juby, You're probably rocking exactly what you need to rock, Sunshine. Maybe we'll take a resist energy back, though, and put in the delay poison communal. Yeah, I like that. All right, now let's get rid of that in favor of when you just really need to hit. I know it's weird. A lot of people will be like, well, then you're missing attack that round. Yeah, but if I'm with and left and right, the chances I'm going to hit that round is probably inconsequential. The fact that I can buff myself for the second round is the goal. This is clearly the spell you want to have, the one on Magus. Because the ability to spell combat cast it, and attack at the same time is awesome. Juby, don't get that. That don't matter. We still need him to be able to hit something sometimes, and this will be the way to make sure that that happens. I love all this. And that. We're good to go. Okay. And as a quick side for people that are paying attention to XP, doing okay. Doing okay. Oops. She's a ways away, so she needs some help, that's for sure. A ways away, and he's a lot away. So really it's probably going to be one of these two that's going to level next. Alright. Now we can rest. Manage that. Make sure everything's good. User rations are checked. Do that thing. Okay.
Hey, who touched my Monstrum Compendium Universalis with greasy fingers?
Well, me. Was I not supposed to? The pictures are funny. And, I wiped my hands on a hide first. I did!
I can just practically hear the vein throbbing in his forehead right now. Poor GB. Alright, team's healthy. Everyone's got spells. We'll figure out where the spells go after we get into an actual kerfuffle. Since we do have time, let's do a quick check on the time. Who's the next person to pop? Valerie, probably, right? In 3 days. So we have time to explore the Dire Gnarl Marches the teeny tiniest bit to kind of connect stuff here, but dip back into our region. We don't want to get too out there, but still keep an eye on that, because again, we don't want to miss her check, because she's not really likely to get that check. Oh, another duty Wilmer cat, and we got greater bears. Oh my. Oh my. Missed you. Nice. Alright, Dora. First things first, we definitely need help. Shield spell? Yeah. And I think I can do this.
You should have run!
And not good enough to attack yet. No, okay. It's okay. Oh. Whoa. Get out of there, dire thingy. Good lord, how much health do you have? Oh, this is one that doesn't die, maybe. That's good news. Eliza, you are going to power your ass past these bears so that we can come over here and do this. I know it's only 2, but it'll give him a breather. Jubilos Narthropol. Over here, sir. And let's see if you can't knock. Let's see, who's next? This one here is next, so that's fine. We're too far away from that. The next one over here is here. Throw him on his ass. Can't do it that way, Juby. A critical miss. Really, bro? When I need you. Yeah, see, this keeps them off the cat. That's the whole point of that. Proto, you know what you're doing. Right here, and... well, actually, let's use the spell. Ame! Get to my protege! Not bad. Not bad. Amiri, you are on rage mode and smacking this thing in the face. Take that. As long as they don't break through the line of skeletons over here, we're fine. She can handle these, and so can Kitty, apparently. Dora, why don't you help yourself out with that? Yeah. And you're coming over here. Since these guys clearly can handle this, these 3 can handle this, plus the skeleton, we're going to come over here and help these guys. Do that thing. Don't kill it. Don't you dare kill it. Madam, can you do... Oh, you can do prayer. And look at the size of this prayer circle, by the way. It's hitting damn near, I think, the map. With the exception of maybe like Jubilos not getting it. Notice that it's a penalty to the bears as well. And notice also no spell save. No spell resistance. These guys ain't got no spell resistance. So they're at a severe disadvantage. -1 to their damage, their attacks, saves, and skill checks. Not that they have skills per se. But if you were trying to sneak or something, that would be a penalty to them. And that's a solid upgrade for us. Let's get over here and help tank a little bit. Maybe we'll get lucky and pull their attention off of this kitty. Or the Duomer cat is what we're fighting, helping to fight. And the Duomer cat is basically our bud. Juby, you know what to do. That's what you're supposed to do last time. This thing's almost dead already. Nice. Okay, okay, Proto. I know what you want to do. You can do it right here. Finish this fool off. That's my girl. Leave your skeletons there. Yeah, finish them off. Kill that bear. You two, give me a hand. Courage. Nice. That looked scary from the start. That was really lucky for us. Now imagine doing this fight, by the way, guys, solo. You would clearly have to be Uber at this point. And my character, who was the highest, I think, on our team at 10, if I was going more solo, I'd be at least at 11 by now, maybe 12. And if I pulled that off, like I said, I would have done that trick. So I'd probably be at level 15 with a kick-ass hat. Remember what that hat does. +8 to intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, right? Remember, that's a +4 to all these stats here. So -2 turns into a +2 for these two. No big deal, don't care. That helps my will, yay, and it helps with like in my intimidation. So again, woo, but the intelligence bump 4 higher. That's +6 is a +10. Remember, my armor is based on my Sword Saint level and my intelligence modifier. Dodge is called Canny Dodge, right? It's where is it at? Canny Defense, excuse me. Canny Defense. It's +6 right now because again, whichever is the lowest is the number that you take. This +6 versus the 10. So if I got that up 4 points higher, I would be at 10 here. So this armor that you're seeing would be 4 points higher. I could be at a 31 and a 24 here. So again, not amazing, but again, all I've added so far was a shield spell. So I could have that. I could have blur, displacement. I could add haste, so I get another bonus to my dodge. I have all kinds of ways of pushing myself higher and getting some better dexterity gear, no less too. Just saying, going solo, while this looks scary, I'd actually probably be okay for this, guys. The downside would be I would not be able to intervene over here. That's the problem. So, again, keep your gobos in your back pocket for a quick, go help that guy. Even if they die in like a round or two, it kept them off of your kitty that you're trying to keep alive. That is the only time being solo, in my opinion, is a real disadvantage. When you have the teammate that you have, you know, that's thrust on you that you have to help the what do you call those, escort type missions type stuff. So anyway, rant over. Go kill this bear. Take that. I think must have hit points from hell, man. Eliza, since these things are probably easy enough to hit.
Do not hold back.
Really? There's one. Shutting that off so she don't mess it up. Jubilos, these guys are all done, so you might as well run up here. And these guys are in range, so you might as well shoot at one who's weakened the most. This one.
Ha! Primitives.
I forgot to turn this thing on. Oh, it doesn't matter. He already moved. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Your AI is stupid. Alright. Now the Dwemer cat I think counts as an ally for this, so I think we can sneak attack. Yeah, we do. Beautiful. Skeleton army coming to save the day. Dun, dun, dun. For those of you that were interested in my Dekion build, if you are interested in it, feel free to post down below, and I will happily do a separate video telling you how to make your undead Eldritch Scion bloodline using this mod. from 1 to 20, what I would do, spells I would pick, things of that nature. If you're interested. I won't do it otherwise. I'll waste your time. But I find him interesting, and he's definitely tough. I can even show you, thanks to the Bag of Tricks, gear that I would equip on him from various locations, so you can get an idea of how he would progress from 1 to 20. And that's really nice trick now, thanks to the Bag of Tricks. He is just mugging the hell out of you, Liza.
We shall
Fudge up this one.
overcome.
That's not good. I forgot to do the 5-foot stutter step. I keep doing that. Alright, Juby's coming this way, but I think his bombs can reach. At least one of them can. Boom! Suck damage, loser. Oh, you're not hitting me, hon. She's rocking at 26 right now. She's gonna get that even higher before too long. Proto. You know what to do. Oh, I forgot. She didn't have anyone over there doing the flanking. Now she does. Amiri.
They go down!
Don't
Dorraj's
hold
turn.
back!
Oh yeah, look at him roll. Make him scared. Eliza.
Attack.
Boom. Boom. Oh, whiff. Alright, Juby. You're not moving anywhere, but you're staying put, and you're doing rapid shot with a
Will
crossbow to
they
hit him
ever
3
learn?
times. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Good job. Do Wilmer Cat bounces out. I'm telling you, man, saving that Do Wilmer Cat that one time has been invaluable fun. I don't know if you can mess that up. I always try to save it, because why wouldn't you? And the fact that it's talking and pretty much asking for help, to me, is just hilarious. So, save your Dwayne Wilmer Cat, and that little bastard will come to your aid so often, it's ridiculous. Let's see here. Where are we at? Also, for those of you that were interested in the Dekion build and wonder why I came up with the name Dekion, you're not really a D&D fan if you don't know who Dekion is. I'm sorry. And I'm not picking on you, that's not judgment. But for those of us that remember Dungeons and Dragons, the cartoon, Dekion was a character that... yeah, fight him. Dekion was a once and done villain slash hero. Kind of hard to explain. If you see the episode, you'll understand. He's an amazing character. He is cursed
We'll do it the
to
hard
be
way.
undead by Venger. If you know who he is, then you're going to step in the right direction. But he is basically a former knight that became an undead. He has like some spell powers and stuff with his sword. And I thought that was a kind of a cool character. So why not make my undead Eldritch Scion, name him after Dekion's undead. If I could find an awesome threesome picture where I could import it into the folders and make that his actual picture, I would totally do it. But sadly, I don't have that. Bard. Yeah, I don't mind using these. We're probably going to take a knee before too long. Charge this fool. Oh, that's nice damage. But Dekion, the character Dekion, is actually an interesting character, and I kind of dug not only the story, but the concept behind him of being a knight that's now undead was kind of cool. He's not evil per se, but you know, at least he redeems himself by them. We'll just say it that way. And the fact that he literally
Time to get some
was
rest.
a knight with training and still had, you know, his 3-pine Islet. Oh, are we going to do that one? We are not in our kingdom. And we need to rest. Let's scum save this. We're going to save it and go inside.
I'm hungry. When we stop.
If it looks like a big area, which it might be, then we might just rest, might camp. But I think I need to go back to my kingdom to do that. Oh, this looks like a small area. We could probably do this.
It's time to act!
Honey Bear, where's your buffs at? 3. Buff her. Oh, actually, I can buff her. Keep forgetting that she's on the team. Give us some armor.
Yes.
Need it.
Yes.
Get yourself some armor. You'll need it.
Yes.
Since we're clearly resting, it's time to blow our load.
Aporane sentes. Unimosi travisi. Lisano daniam. Patricium turinos.
Okay, and we're
Manishrim sukino.
making mounds awesome.
Travisi.
Make sure they have a better chance to hit.
Travisi. Ona adayana.
I think I double up on this shield spell like an idiot, but I don't care.
Everyone is mortal in
She's
this
golden.
world,
Let's get a haste off to
especially
the
when
team.
I'm around. I stand ready.
Hey,
We should move.
we should totally move. Have some wings, kid. That's awesome. Quick save. We should be able to handle this map, I think. I don't know how much is here, but I don't think it's a very large map.
Defeat is not an option.
Hey, look at that. Tazlet worms. Perfect opportunity for us to be mean. Some of those things. And get up in there
Strike as one.
with your tanky goodness. Proto. Oh, we got a reason for skeletons. Sure, why not? Ooh, even more reason for skeletons. Ooh, starting off with a big crit. And another one. Someone's feeling his Wheaties. Go team. Two losses here. Might as well throw bombs since we're going to get them back if we take a knee. Poofda. Oh my god, that team is just mean today. Dora. Well, there's nothing left there. I guess.
Something here.
Ooh, we got treasure. We'll come back to that in a mo. And since I'm zippy, I have all kinds of movement, as you see. I don't want to waste the gun. Well, not waste. I don't want to use them. Can I get over here? Whoa. That's close to a trap. That's super close to a trap.
What's that?
Why the haste is kind of fun, I must admit. Auto hit this one. Alright. Quick save that mess.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
Get over here, Jimmy.
You can thank me now.
You're thank you. Why are we thanking you? Oh, there's a thing here. Teeny tiny. Oh, and a scorched fragment of a necklace.
must.
Yeah, there's all kinds of loot at this place. Ancient weather-worn ruins. Time has been merciless to them. It is virtually impossible to tell when they were something or other. Were erected or who were the builders. Okay. Oh, and is that a spear? Long spear +1. Awesome sauce.
I'm there.
That's a pretty badass little area. Let's take this and stuff here. Ooh. And judging by the empty coffer, somebody was using this boat to transport quite a bit of goods. But where did all this stuff go? Ponder. And ponder. Treasure here. It's not trapped, is it?
Time to get some rest, isn't it?
It will be, buddy. Oop, and we missed something. Oh, goodness. Take that. Darts and pocket mirror and gold. Alright, anything else? This is a pretty cool little place. Alright, what's on this side? Is there any more monsters to fight? Could be a thing. Oh, there are. I was just kidding. But okay. Yeah, we'll kick their ass too. Proto. You got another skeleton army. Go ahead. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Take damage. Mary. Get up and in this mess. Our haste just wore off. You suck.
Tear them apart!
Oh, Juby. Boom. Take damage, you bastard. Dora. You get this little...
Spell works differently.
No, you can't. Oh yeah. Now I'm faster because I have the wings. I almost forgot about that. I was wondering why I was so damn zippy.
I do what I
Everything
must.
though? Again, once I feel like the map is covered, I usually just explore this way.
I'm off.
Can't get up there, as you see. So, map. Alright. Feel good about that. Do we find anything of any real value there, though? Let's do a newest, oldest. Ah, yes, the rice and nut pudding. We need rice, milk, and nuts. Mom used to make that all the time. No, she didn't. I'm just lying to you. That sounds good. That's cool. Let's go this way. Poof. Alright, let's see. Where are we going from here? 3 inlet, wasn't it? It's an interesting little place. And we got a little necklace fragment. The necklace fragments, if you get all of them, by the way, I do remember this one, allows the storyteller to reform them into the necklace of double crosses. If you ever want a nice necklace for a solo build, not only the Heart of Ira, the one that I have, that makes you immune to fatigue and all kinds of other cool stuff like the AoE effect, if you can swap that out, because again, you're going to have to rest eventually sometime to take a knee to get your spells back and your special abilities back, but keep this one and then have the necklace of double crosses. If you run solo enough, between those two necklaces, those are usually the necklaces I swap in and out of all the time. We wanted to make sure that we're in our kingdom, because again, we don't want to miss Valerie's announcement. Take 9 hours, we can do it. Back in our kingdom. That's all I care about. Alright. We're going to do a save.
A rest would be welcome.
I could rest there. I don't want to. I'm just going to rest here. It's good enough. It'll burn up the time that we wanted. Everyone's got their stuff. Rations are on. Oh, also I can do my little trick where I procure rations. Use this ability to have your loyal subjects supply your party with enough rations to keep you going, so I can literally put her on something else like this, and then him on cooking. So like that. Use rations. Rations needed 0, see that? Very nice because of that. Yeah, we're not making any onion soup, I don't think. Yeah, we can be it. What the hell? We never do anything fun here. There you go. Let them eat soup.
I'm hungry.
Okay.
When we stop?
What just happened? Did I miss something? Did I miss something? Hold that thought. No one rested. And it popped up something, I didn't read it. That was my mistake. Let's rest. Let's try this again. Manage. Here. 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 Use rations. Say okay. Maybe you have to have use rations selected. I think that was my mistake. Okay. And did she pass it? Success. That's all we wanted. Community +3. Oh, see, some of our dissatisfied subjects are packing their belongings and leaving for more peaceful lands. But the young baron needs these people. They will have to be stopped. How do you stop people from leaving your... Wow, that was not cool. The advisor's servants encourage the people to stay. There you go, reassuring them that today's problems will end in tomorrow's blessings. The villagers return to their homes and crops. Community +3. Good job, Val. Now, remember we had stuff that we wanted to make sure we got on. We have time. We have time. I don't mind putting on it. It takes 7 days to solve it. 50% chance, but again, it'll be next month. And again, we still have time, so I don't mind doing this one. Nothing was a problem, only opportunities, but feel free to start her. And again, if you want to make sure that she has a better chance, use your coins. Your crisis points are there for a reason. But since we're scum saving, a 50% chance, I can scum save a 50. I ain't worried about that. Now we got one day before he's done, and he has a 65% chance. So again, we're going to explore a little more. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to come back home. Yeah, because it's the 30th here coming around the corner. So we're coming right back here. Quick save that mess so we don't have to deal with her check again. And if anything, we'll just sell off our stuff in town. If we have anything, I think I have like pelts and stuff. And we will go into our kingdom, and we will cycle a day. If we don't take a rest ourselves. I don't think we need to. Oh, and I can go and see if I leveled up. I can see if I can go pick that lock maybe again. Of for the Magus, the Hand of Magus Dan. Remember, every time you level up your trickery, you have another chance at picking a lock. So we'll give that a go. There might be some magical gear that I can purchase that'll increase my lock picking skills too. I should probably look into that. It's a nice one to have for me or Jubilost or whoever else is on the team that's going to pick the lock. A, it'll juice them up a little bit, but also B, we can increase our chances of giving XP to someone else that's a little subpar. We're not ever going to use that Great Club. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Or that Long Spear. We're keeping the Demolisher because, again, it's a Construct-Bane adamantine weapon, so if something's adamantine, it has DR/adamantine. Adamantine will penetrate it. We'll swap that out. We'll see who can use that Ancestral Dwarven Shield, either Harem or Valerie. And we're keeping the Cold Iron Dagger. Yep. I think that's about it. Yo. Okay. What do you got for... where would it be under? Here? Yeah. Okay. We're looking for... this, by the way, was that other tiara thing I was telling you about. Remember, we had the phylactery of positive channeling that we got from that one quest for the coins over that one guy's eyes, slash the coins for the father. The father left us this phylactery of positive channeling, so it's a plus 2d6, but for the other side. So this is only for evil clerics. Just to warn you about that. Trap Springer's gloves, plus 5 competence bonus on trickery skills. And then the Cloak of Shadows, but we have that on a teammate right now, so I don't have to buy another one. But these two items are usually, when I'm soloing, these are the two items that you most want to invest money in. Not counting bags of holding, of course. Cloak of Shadows, because when you camp for the night, you have rations enough for yourself, because you're the only one there, you're not hunting, so it's just you, so just have a ration and you're fine. But you want to stealth. So, how do you make sure your stealth is higher? You slap that little bad boy on just before you go nappy nap bye-bye time for your camping. That adds another 10 to your stealth, guaranteed, and if you have any points invested in stealth, at least it's helpful. Between that and the Trap Springer's gloves, a lot of checks are made that help you be solo. So, just suggesting that you invest in stuff like this. I'm happy to take those. And who can put those on right now? Me? I don't have a glove spot. Looks good to me. And again, trickery at a solid 22. Gotta love that. And that's not even the best trickery you're ever going to come across, by the way. Your trickery is going to be way more impressive on other people. Nice. Right, do we have anything that popped up in the journal, though, that I haven't been paying attention to? I don't think so. Doing good. Okay, let's go to the town hall, to the throne room. We'll drop off stuff like the little necklace fragments and whatnot in our chest. And see if it looks like we have anything that could spark a conversation with the guy. But this will be the start of our 14-day jump, and we'll decide if we're doing another 14-day jump. If I can get 2 in, I'll get 2 in. Let's see. This is the necklace. And damn it. Type. Nope. Nope. I thought I had a piece. Yeah. Okay. I think we have enough, guys. Is it 7 for the necklace? Or 7 for these? Let's actually take all these as well. It's cheese over here. Okay. Oops. Clearing some room, some of the other more mundane stuff. Scribbles, we're keeping those. Syrup. Right. diamond does, right? Oh, this is a cypress flute. And that can go actually here-ish. Because there's the cypress flower. Talden whip. Let's move this stuff around a little bit. There you go, Talden, cypress. Oh, here's a cypress goblin. Restovic. Let's do that, and then do it like that. Okay, so we got 4 Restovic items, 3 of the cypress items, 2 of the Talden items. Yeah, this stuff is from the Tenabra Steps. We'll go turn that in and see if having 7 of these or 7 of these is enough for him to craft whatever it is we wanted. Before we do that, we are going to inventory check. Harem, do you have another weapon you're rocking right now? Yes, you do. You have a Shock Frost Heavy Mace. Okay, so if we ever need him to use the Heavy Mace, we can give him this shield. And then this combo for what he's running, where he's got the freedom of movement and some extra fortitude, reflex, and will saves thanks to this being out. And then he can switch to that in Heartbeat and be a little more tanky and do a little more damage with his Shock Frost weapon. I like that. I'm cool with that. Alright. I should have checked, by the way. Did anyone level up while we were away? No pluses next to anyone's name or faces. Looks good. Okay. I didn't think so, but you never know. Sometimes the quest, even though you shut XP share off, sometimes the quest, they still give XP to everybody. So you'd be surprised you come back and like, he's leveled. What the hell was he doing? Ancient shards. You have gathered all the fragments of the necklace of double crosses. They can fit into my hand. They carry an inglorious story. Allow me to tell the tale as I restore it. I expect the story will amuse you and perhaps even give you some food for thought. These shards, they were once part of the Forest Knight's bracers. I'd be honored to restore this artifact for you. The bracers will serve you well for a long time, and we could uncover their story if you manage to collect all 10 Abu and bring them to me. Okay. Restore the necklace of the double crosses. See, the storyteller holds the pieces of metal carefully in his hands. I shall begin. Not every legend speaks of heroic feats. Some tell of atrocities and wicked things. I will breathe my gift into this necklace, that it may tell you something of itself. Boom. We just got our necklace of double crosses. And some relics for you. Honestly, may I your grace. He gently touches items in every pack. Token of the Dryad. His strength to feel traces of the rune of the it's the stuff from the other place. Okay. That's from the Tenabra Steps. We've already seen that. Okay, so here's our necklace of double crosses. Let's read this little bad boy. There once lived a knight of Brevoy who suffered ill fate and poor fortune from birth. The youngest child of a noble family that had fallen on hard times. The only inheritance he could count on was a horse, a suit of armor, and the family sword. Since childhood, the knight had been haunted by a voice that constantly convinced him to behave against his own best interests. Each time an opportunity for fortune arose, the voice would whisper darkly in his head, causing him to lose one chance after another. Hoping to rid himself of this curse, the knight sought out a sorcerer, but the sorcerer's price was high. To afford the huge sum, the knight had to sell his horse, his family sword, and his crested armor. But the result was worth the cost. After receiving the necklace the sorcerer created, the knight's affairs began to improve. Soon he became the sole heir to his family's fortune, granting him a life of luxury. Enemies drove him from his family manor and out into the Stonelands, but even there he grew richer and more prosperous, joining a team of merry folk who ran a successful enterprise on the high road. It's amazing what one can achieve once rid of that small voice known as conscience. Oh shit. The knight's happiness was long, but not eternal. In his old age he found himself boarding a vessel in the hopes of finding treasure, but he instead found a trap connected to a dozen barrels of some seething alchemical substance. The ensuing explosion thundered across the area, scattering bits of the knight along with it, as well as fragments of his necklace. But now that it's been restored, the necklace is ready to bring fortune to its new owner, me. This amulet grants the wearer a +4 bonus to trickery, stealth, mobility, skill checks. Their melee attacks deal 2d6 sneak attack damage. Remember, that's melee, not ray spells or crossbow shots or anything like that. When an ally moves away from the wearer, this is the problem. When the ally moves away from the wearer in battle, the amulet forces the wearer to make an attack of opportunity against that ally. Now, if you're never going to be standing next to one of your team, and your team's never going to walk away from you, who cares? But That's the point. This is a solo person's necklace, really. You can use it on a team. I would never have my team standing in the formation that I am and wear that necklace. You can change your teammate formation, of course. Here, feel free to have, you here and like wearing the necklace on the side, and then the rest of the team here, so that you're not starting combat surprise standing right next to your team. So long as you're not near them, they move away from you. They're never near you enough to provoke attack of opportunity. So you can still finagle this okay, and that sneak attack damage die, man, that 2d6, come in super handy. Just saying, definitely something worth considering. But that's that necklace. And again, as far as sell material goes, it's worth $17.50 if you're interested in that sort of thing. Oh, I have a luck ring that I wanted to put on people too. Who was going to get a luck ring? She's good. She could use some. Nah. These guys I don't care about. I hate the sisters. I truly hate those characters. She could use some luck. 9, 7, 10, 3, 9, 5. Okay, you definitely need some luck. There you go, Kel. Alright. Anyway, back to what we're doing. So, quick save. Got to drop off the bracers. The Force Knight bracer guy thing. We don't have enough of those yet. Then we have our dead zone for when magical items show up, right? So that's still a thing. And we still got enough. So actually, quick save. Check the date. I think it's tomorrow that he turns in his quest, right? Yeah. Okay. So, and he's the only one. We have 2 advisors doing nothing right now. But remember, we want to have them available on the 1st so that we can do the 14-day spin up for the rank ups. So, we could skip a day, but you can see the time. There's no reason that we couldn't rest and get our spells and stuff back. I don't think that we've actually spent any, though. Yeah, we are rested up already, so we probably just need to just spin up a day. Quick save, of course, first. While you're on this map, skip a day, and you'll see whether or not he made his check. Boom. Did he make it? Success. And 5 BP plus 4 to economy. Nice. Meaning he'll be able to get to that plus 3 pretty easy. We're on the 30th day, and again, we have stuff to do. This has to be started by tomorrow. Started. Literally, if we burn another day without him doing this, it'll be expired. It doesn't have to be done in the 10 days before the 1st. It just has to be started, right? So it will expire. The opportunity to try this will expire. So clearly we're doing that one. Check this one to make sure it's not a problem that only Jubilas could do it. Because again, problem solved first. This one has time supposedly on it still. So we put him on this. We start the event. And we can skip a day now. But since it's already the 30th, what I would recommend is that you do a rank up. Not the treasurer, the general. Remember, we're trying to get either loyalty, which is her. No, she's community. Tristan, who's busy. And why is he busy? Because he's got 4 days left on this mess. Okay, that's fine. We have 2 rank ups we want to get done in this next month. Why? Because we go to our quest, Ancient Curse, we only got 76 days. So this will burn up 28 days. Okay, so we're going to do a big leap ahead, so to speak. First things first, let's get to that rank up. And again, military from 1 to 2, 14 days. Quick save that shit. Start the project. Look at all the events that just crammed in and showed up. Now, this is going to be a success. You knew it was going to be. It always is. I've never seen it not be a success. Let's put it that way. So now he's rank 2. Notice that's 2 BP per week now because of that. So our BP per week is actually going up. Remember, economy has to be the highest one of them so they can be equal to. So as long as it's equal to the 2 for economy, we're good. So I can rank up community or divine right now if I could, which I think I can community right now, but I'm not going to. We want to try to get one of these 2 to rank 3. Why? Because I think that's going to unlock another advisor. First, we need to see if this passes all the other checks. That's why we scum save. So here we go. Failure. Nope. Success. So this is going to get us this if we get it. and success, more economy. So can you live with that failure? I can't. That's why we scum save. Okay, so this is the thing that is important to me. Now, yes, for those of you that are curious, there are mods or ways, at least out there, where you can guarantee that you make all these checks. And you can even, I think you can set it up with a mod where it's guaranteed to always be a triumph, which is what? But I'm not doing that. Scum saving is still an art form in my opinion. Again, go back to your projects or your rank up. You'll see he's still in here. Remember, we saved him here, not clicking in the event, but in the position. So it's saved that spot. So we're ready to try again. Success. Success, loyalty, and arcane. Love that. Arcane is now real close to being 20. Divine is actually behind, which is weird. Loyalty's rocking it, though. Success, community and economy. Boom and boom, and more BP. So a big chunk of PP added our way. Happy about that. Last one. Triumph. Jubilos, you awesome bastard. Okay, so let's actually read this. The region is rich in natural resources, but lacking in manpower. A group of foreign merchants begs permission to gather the local herbs and other rare ingredients, which they can sell for a hefty price at home. To secure this permission, they would be willing to pay a fee to the treasury. Basically, we need a permit. Okay. The advisor bargained such a sophisticated, mutually beneficial deal that the news spread like fire. More fortune hunters have already arrived, seeking their fortune and bringing profit to the treasury. Economy +6, relations +2. Nice, Juby. You are awesome. Let's see. Economy is rocking, and relations is here. It's not so good, but we're working on it. Okay, now we have 2 more events crop up during that time. Notice we still have this one, so we could put her there. I'm not going to. Notice it's got a month of the first now. It's pushed it back again. So this might be an opportunity that's always there. That's interesting. 7 days to do it, not a big deal. We'll consider it. Trade taxes, a problem. Now this has to be done. So who gets it? He can get it on an 80%, whereas he can get it on an 85. Not much better. We'll leave Jubilos in there for the time being. General request an audience. This is probably the general now telling us that, hey, dude, we need to either hire somebody else. That's my hope. And then we get a stability guy and a warden. That would be awesome. So, before you commit these guys to anything, I mean, they're there, but we haven't said start the event, right? So we're good, but not great. Do another quick save. Go to your throne room. See what the general wants. What's up, Reg? Listen, Dora, remember about recruitment? Well, I did that, and we have the numbers, but there's no one to command them. Ragongar spits through his fangs. We need to find someone these dimwits will fear and obey. Me alone is not enough. You know who we should make commanders? Not those boneheads from Brevoy who dance around with their pig stickers. No, we should hire spellcasters instead. Our regular bonebreaker troops won't whisper a word against a wizard. They're too afraid of getting lightning thrown in their face, and just imagine what terror they'll bring to the battlefield. Not like those sword lords. Coral mopped the floor with them. Coral the Conqueror, yeah, the one that basically kicked their asses way back when. So we could hire sword lords, which gives us a +2 to relations, because remember, we're trying to suck up to Lady Eldori, the sword lord lady, the one that basically gave us our barony. Well, we earned it. You know what I mean. Or we could hire spellcasters like he's suggesting. Now, obviously, this is what he wanted, and if you want to make him happy, this is the one you pick. Arcane +2. Now, it doesn't sound like he wants us to hire another person yet. This may do it, or this may promote him being ranked up again from 2 to 3. And again, I want that. So here's hire spellcasters as officers. That's what I'm going with. And we needed arcane anyway. Great. A couple of fried troublemakers, and the rest of your soldiers will toe the line. Support the general's endeavors. Yep. So that should be another rank up. Very nice, sir. Ooh, what is this? Was this Mouthy Mouth? Yeah, I'm happy to see you. Oh, most worthy one. A new gift and new stories await you. Still, I urge you to visit me at my workshop. I wish to share with you a rumor that may lead me to quit your realm. Oh no, to suddenly embark on an adventure. Please do not take long. So basically, we gotta go do that. Please accept this fine item. It has been crafted according to the traditions of Vudrani craftsmanship. Even in the impossible kingdoms, possessing something so precious would inspire awe and envy. The Heart Piercer. Maybe something specific? You wish to ask me for something specific, but please, how can I foresee? Yeah, so she won't do this for you. Okay. Thank you. I would gladly relate a story from my homeland that inspired me to create this, but alas, due to another pressing matter, I must take my leave sooner than I would like. Oh, that's a shame. Thank you, bye. Peace out. Dragon or Bakken? No. Okay, so let's look at that item we just got. First off, Heart Piercer. Oh, sexiness. A Sai that does bleed. It's agile. It's +3 monk weapon. What does bleed do? Well, first let's read the whole thing here. This is one of the gifts of the Royal Court Master Shania Twain, who arrived in the Stolen Lands from the foreign land of Vudra in search of her vocation. +3 agile Sai. Remember what agile does. If you have weapon finesse, you're already getting your dexterity bonus if it's higher than your strength for your attack bonus, but you don't get any more damage. But if it's agile, or if you take like fencing grace or slashing grace, those are feats. That's expensive. You get your dexterity bonus then for damage. So again, a high dex, low strength character would love an agile weapon, and we have one of those characters. Well, no, we don't. We have one that's strength based, so it doesn't matter that's agile for her. I don't care. I still want her to have it because it's a +3 weapon, and it's a +2 luck bonus on initiative rolls, which is awesome. Remember, she doesn't want to get flat-footed as a monk. And it does bleed. Now, what does bleed do? Whenever a bleed weapon lands a hit, it makes the target bleed for 1 to 6 hit points per round. Bleed will continue until the target receives magic healing, which they never seem to do, or leaves combat. There's only like a couple times I've ever seen characters heal themselves. So this is basically a good way to just gimp a target, move to the next target, gimp that target, move to the next target. It's like stabbing a pig and running to the next pig to stab that pig. It's going to be amazing is my point. Let's put that on her right now. Oh yeah, that's just nice. Oh, it looks like it's bleeding already. That's just gross. And it's a nice solid bonus to her swing because of it being +3. 11, 11, 6 versus 14, 14, 9. Yeah, we found a good winner here. We'll still keep the nunchaku because sometimes fire damage is necessary. Now, remember, I have been toying with the idea of 2-weapon fighting with some of my characters. This is not going to be one of them. It would be cool because I could do like yay, but again, you see the attack bonus gets screwed because we don't have 2-weapon fighting. It would go down from an other -8 to an other -2 on both of these guys. So this one would actually go back to being a 12, 12, and a 7, and this one here would go up to a, wow, from a 4 to a 10. So something, but again, I don't care. And again, we only have this one for when she needs to tank it up, right? So she can, and have a little extra armor. But if she's not doing that, extra attacks, extra attacks, extra attacks, that's going to be her bread and butter. That's very, very nice. Okay. Now, we wanted to save that. Now, remember, go back in here always. Get your little bonus for talking to the general or whoever you talk to. +1 to military. Looking good. And you notice that we have another rank up, like I said. Guess who? The other guy. Now, I'm going to do that one. But remember, Shania just told us that she's going to leave our kingdom if we don't come over and talk to her. So we need to go do that now. I don't know that there's a deadline on it as far as like 14 days would screw us out of that advisor, or the artisan, excuse me. And I don't want to risk it. So we're bouncing. Well, first I should say, is there anything else I want to put on a quest? Remember, we are definitely going to put, unless something happens, Reg is going here. We have more than enough time to go do that quest with her, or talk to her, I should say at least, and come back. And still have time to do this within this month and have a little time then some. So if something crops up, is my point. I can put these guys on this now. I probably should. Let's do that. And then I still have 2 other advisors that are just dilly-dinking around. So is there anything I can get them on? Training? Nope. Nope. Okay, so economy? No. We don't have enough. We don't want to pillage it anyway. We could do this one, but again, 60 days pass. we'll have to hold off on that then. And the only other thing then would be rank ups. She's busy. He's not. So the question will be, who are we going to rank up when we come back? Okay. So we have Tristan or we have Reg. Either works for me, because both are at +2 or rank 2 right now. Taking them to rank 3 would be a good idea. Quick save that mess. Come over this way. Alright, so now where was Shania? She wants to talk. Something's bothering her. I need to go deal with it. So let's leave. We don't need a Miri. We're just going to take the core team. And Jubilas, as far as I'm concerned right now, he's been rocking it so much he is part of the core team. Take them with. And what are we doing? South Narrow Marches, right? Yeah. South Narrow Marches, that sounds right. So, we need to just come to here. One of these days, Travis, we'll have the ability to straight teleport over there. It sucks that we don't have it now, but we do need it. Until that time, slogging this way, and see that? Boom, something else showed up. Now this could be, again, another Reg-only quest. To the throne room. Doomsayer scares townsfolk. Jod insists you need to intervene in an important matter and awaits you at the castle. Okay, I know what this one is. That's fine. It's going to be a crazy man at the castle's been going around saying shit. And when you see who it is, you'll recognize the guy. That's the point. Feel free to fight. Go ahead. It's only going to take minutes compared to the hours of days of time that it is traveling on the road. Might as well get some cheap XP.
Together we stand.
Madam, since I don't know what's here, feel free to just summon some stuff. Alright, where's this miss? Up there. We got lots of bandits again. And a brawler, that's a barbarian. Okay. Eliza, you're good to go. Why don't you 5-foot step this way. Fire off that prayer to buff us and penalize them. There we go. Peppers, attack. I'm curious, are they getting prayer? They are. Ooh. Look at all the banditos. What kind of kingdom is this? Alright, since we're clearly going to be resting in between all these stuff that we're doing, might as well summon some more skeleton armies on these guys. There you go. You're going to come over here and help kill this thing, I think. Boom. Oh. Choppy. Jubilas, you're close to here. Can you throw bombs on this fool if you move? Yes, you can. Get him. Peace out. I love the blue splooch, man. That just looks cute. Alright. Coming this way now to help the team. Bandito. Fire. Fire. Dora, you get to have some fun now. Alright, Dora, what do you want to do? You want to take out the guy that's on the ground? Bandit standing up. Bandit standing up. Boom in the face. Liza. Come over here and kill this fool. Stab. Oh, we get to use her new attack. Cool. So on the start of his turn, I think you should see the bleed fire off. Let's keep an eye out. Oh, no, he died. Never mind. Never mind. Buzz Killington had to ruin all my fun.
Out of my way!
Take damage, you loser. Nice. Oh, that sounds like a dead guy. Alright, looks like we got a bandito over here still to deal with.
Clever ploy.
You can. Good job, Jimmy. Alright. Come this way. Don't mess with the Magi, buddy. Magi kick your ass. Taking all your shit. Alright, let's loot the bodies. And then we'll see what we got from there. Hopefully Shania's not honked about something. I really don't want to deal with a quest right now. I just did a 14-day jump. I want to do another one if I can. We really need to start getting more advisors. And that was how I messed up my last playthrough, by the way. So, Okay, we'll sell stuff when we get to the village too, don't let me forget. And what the hell is pulsing over here? That's freaky. Enter. Here we go. Oh, clear you, Grace. Trader Joe, what up? Want any of this stuff? Except for those things? Sure you do. And anything else? I don't think so. Sounds good. Alright, Shania. Tell me a story that lasts for 5 years, because you know you love that. What's bothering you now, kid? Alright, please see you again, O worthy one. What brings you to me? You asked me to come here. What happened this time? Should I hand you a heavily worn piece of metal? I have heard, O worthy one, that there lives a storyteller in your realm whose eyes can see into the memories of things. You were just there if you handed it to me. Please show him this. It was a tip of a spear that once belonged to my esteemed ancestor, Vu Balak. He was fated to live in interesting times, for it was one then that Kothagaz, the dance of disharmony, spawn of Rovagug, attacked Vudra. 1,000,000 Vudrani came out to fight him, and amongst them was the cleric Vu Balak. Spawn of Rovagug, by the way, is the big bad you fight at the bottom of the Tanaver's depths. That's the 5th boss. And again, there is a secret hidden 6th boss from what I hear after that. Just to let you know. Tell the guys blah 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 blah. Okay, whatever. Tell me his story. Finally, he set result for Spear Fragment XP. After until we meet again, O one, it shall happen sooner than you think. The perfect human has told me. Perfect human, by the way, is a god. I want to say it was a monk. The story goes that it was a monk that had self-perfection, and as a result, they gave themselves deityhood. How badass is that? I'm assuming that's just Bruce Lee. So we have to go talk to the storyteller. We're going back to our camp anyway. That was what we were going to do. It's been about an hour. Let's cut the video and start over again. I'll be right back.